Hey, Caroline. What you been learning about in class this week?
I have been reading Shakespeare's Henry V.
Ugh, that sounds tough.
Actually, has me thinking a lot about today and Donald Trump.
What do you mean?
Henry V is this great king, and he is famous for his big speeches on rallying his people.
What reminds you about Trump when thinking of this king?
Trump has been in the news recently because of January 6th rally and his pardons of his followers who had been jailed since 2021. Have you ever listened to his rally speech?
No, actually, I've never heard it. I've never heard the whole thing, but I do remember watching what happened at the Capitol.
Let's play a piece of Trump's speech.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. Our exciting adventures and boldest endeavors have not yet begun. My fellow Americans, for our movement, for our children, and for our beloved country. And I say this, despite all that's happened, the best is yet to come.
How does this remind you of King Henry V?
It is actually the exact opposite of King Henry V. Let's listen to the quote from King Henry when he is going into battle with the French at Agincourt. This is also a rally speech, but it's different because King Henry V leads his people at the front, while we know that Trump rallied his people because he disappeared and then watched it unfold at the White House. Another major difference there is that King Henry's troops are fighting the French. Trump's supporters are fighting their own countrymen and leadership. Here's what I want you to listen from King Henry V.
We happy few, we band of brothers, for he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. Be he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition. And gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here.
So we've listened to two different clips here. What do these two clips say about President Trump and King Henry V's leadership?
We see from these two quotes that Trump does not participate with his supporters, and King Henry does. What's concerning that President Trump's supporters end up breaking the law, killing and beating police officers, and defiling the Capitol building, and he doesn't tell them to stop until the end and doesn't think he did anything wrong. He then was elected again, pardons every person, and even it's talking about getting rid of all of their criminal records. It's important that good leaders follow the laws and uphold the laws, yet we don't see this with Trump. When we look at King Henry, when his friend Bardolph steals and breaks the law, he still gives him his punishment, and Bardolph is hanged. We cannot choose who we allow to bend the law when it's a leadership position.
Thank you so much for this information, Caroline. We should have another discussion like this another